Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in.
What's up? We back, y'all. It's Soul Ties Talk. And this week we talking about parenting and what's missing. You know, it's a lot of differences in the generations of how we parent and far as discipline and, you know, how we do things. So we back this week. We got my beautiful wife, Shawnee Collette.
Hello.
We got Nina Ross, the boss, back.
I'm back.
And we got Chris in the house.
Hello.
All right, y'all. We gonna get started talking about get on this subject. Sorry, we got a late start. We had a few things going on, but we gonna try to jump right into the subject. So we gonna start off with my beautiful wife, Shawnee Collette.
So, my mama always tell me this. Like, it's a difference between how they used to parent.
Mama always told me.
Mama used to say.
My mama tell me it's a difference between how they used to parent back in the day. What they call? We Gen Z, right?
Yes.
We millennials.
We millennials, yeah.
We millennials.
Y'all bad as hell. Too.
And then it's what's the rest of them? Gen Z.
Gen X.
And then it's boomers, right? What's
Baby,
the boomers?
that's our parents. They the baby boomers.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. So it's a difference, and we're gonna talk about the difference between the different generations. And what would y'all say the difference?
Somebody's phone's still up too.
Mine's off.
It's not mine.
Mine
I
either.
thought mine no.
No, it's definitely yours right here.
Good little cheddar.
What do y'all think the difference is between our generation of parenting and, you know, the Gen Z
Guilt.
and the boomers?
Biggest is guilt. A lot of parents be like, you know, back then we get whoopings. Parents didn't care. You get your ass beat.
Oh, we got
Parents
kids.
now, they be like, no, you know, what if they don't like me? You know, they
want to be their friend. That's the
It's-
issue. It's
Or
that.
sometimes it's not so much of wanting to be their friend or what if they don't like me. It's just I know how I felt when I was getting.
That- I was just about to say that,
unjustly-
too.
I felt like I was
And some
unjustly
people,
getting
yeah,
punished. So I
probably
don't want
got
to make
that
my child.
beat
I don't
on
want to
it.
make my child feel like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, but that's just what the solution to that is, just finding better ways of disciplining your child. You know what I mean? And you know, getting the information to them that they're doing something wrong in a way where it's not going to be, you know, harmful. It's going to be shock to them. You know what I mean?
Mentally harmful.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to my son today, and we had a long talk, and he got a little emotional, and I was telling him, like, when it came to discipline, back in my day, we used to be punished for months at a time.
Yeah.
Like, to where I was contemplating, you know, like, where can I hang myself in this room? Because there's nothing in here. You feel me?
I'm trying to
Where they
get
took
outta
my
here.
TV.
Yeah.
They took my phone. I was on punishment at one point in time for like 3 months. I couldn't.
What you do?
So I got a piercing without telling.
Oh,
I was in Arizona. I got a piercing and I didn't I didn't get permission for it. So I got a piercing. They found out. And it was
how old
like,
were you?
I was 16. That's crazy, right?
You should have been on punishment.
Yeah, you're
Man,
supposed to get permission
and
for that.
taking all of that away.
Because
'cause you
none of our
tripping.
16-year-olds can't just go do. They can't even
Exactly.
go
Go
get
get
a
a
tattoo or
piercing.
none of
Your
that.
kids
They
pop
can't
up
even
with
go
a
get a
Now,
tattoo.
now it sounds crazy
Yeah.
for a parent to punish their kid at 16 because it's like the things the 16-year-olds do is just so far beyond getting
Yeah.
piercings.
Yeah, they
I mean,
still get
that's like
punished around my place.
small. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Right.
because you're an old school parent per se, but yeah,
Right.
that's,
I'm a little
it's
old now.
crazy.
I took my
not
son to
at
go
older age,
get-
just values.
No,
I
I
took
know.
my
I
son
said
to go
I'm a
get a
little older than
piercing.
Lou.
So, and then I had friends around me that they mom went to go take them to go get the belly button pierced or,
Ain't your
ear
mama.
piercings
It was the
or
glam
tongue
moms.
piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then when it came to me and I'm like, they not going to let me do that. I'm going to have to sneak and do it. So my friend went and heated up a needle, you know what I'm saying? And she pierced it.
And you went the ghetto way.
Hell no.
Where you could have got infected
Because
and everything.
I know it was a big risk, but when you a kid, you don't care about the risk
At all.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I should never did that, but
I agree.
I shouldn't have been punished for that long. I feel like
No, you
So
can't.
what was your punishment?
I
For
was.
how long? Was
Oh
it?
my god! I was on. It was like October when I got caught, and they figured out that I had the piercing. So I was on punishment until February. So from October to February. So from October to February, I was like strictly grounded. Like I couldn't go out with no friends. I had to come straight home after school. Cheered. They told me I couldn't cheer.
Yep, that was good.
Okay.
Look, I didn't have a
Yeah.
TV in my room. Like
You don't even
I was
wanna
in
look at
my
that piercing.
room.
Yeah.
Man.
You thought about it. You thought
3
about
months?
it. But you thought about that choice too. But
Because
did
every time I
but did
look
you
at
think
you,
about
I
that
think about
choice?
that
Yeah.
piercing you got on
I
your
got
arm.
creative. So I was in my room writing stories, and I had to do something
But what I'm
to
saying is,
entertain
did you
myself.
think about the choice you made? Did you think about like, well, maybe I shouldn't have got this, or maybe
No.
you still
That's why you was
rolling?
on there for 3 months.
I didn't think about the choice I made.
So the
I feel
taking
like-
accountability or of not, letting them know or getting permission and none of that, none of that crossed your mind.
No, it was more so. Why do my friends' parents okay with stuff and they so strict?
But y'all,
That ain't- I don't care. I'm not
grandma,
your-
like my
I'm
grandma
not
used to
their
say,
mama.
so if everybody
They
jump
not
off a
my
bridge,
kid.
you gonna jump off a bridge?
And that ain't my kid. I don't care
a lot
about
of
what they
kids
doing.
compare they household to their friend's household.
they
Well, she let her do that.
Yeah.
And they let them do that. They don't have to come in when the lights is on. You
Well,
know?
that's fine. That's what they
And my mama say, guess what? You coming in when my lights is on.
Okay.
Right.
We
Right.
got
So,
somebody on here. Oh, sorry.
so no, you good.
She said the difference now is we actually listen to our kids. They have an opinion.
We do.
That's
We
the
do.
difference from now
I
and
do
then.
Yeah, that
have
was just another one,
conversations.
too.
I have those conversations with my kids instead of whoopings. My mama say I parent like a white mom. Those shit.
I mean, well,
I wouldn't
well,
say
she do.
that.
I don't, because I'm
She say
saying
that.
we don't beat, whip our kids, beat them down and all
Right.
that stuff. Like, but the thing is we try to talk to them, let them express themselves, and we keep the the communication open. But it's times that I'm blowing their jump.
I'm
I done had to
good.
go get the iron
You know what I'm
fist.
saying? And
Yeah.
then I let them know that, they know when that time is, because they
Yeah.
had all the warnings up until that time.
I done
So-
let you slide. I kept telling you about it. I done came up to the school. I told you about
And
it.
all of that.
So guess what? Nah.
Whooping your
But
ass.
see, the thing I didn't like about, like, when we were growing up in my age, is when getting whoopings is like she said, they had an opinion. You would communicate with your kids. Even now, when
Yeah.
I do discipline them, I might blow their chest out, whatever, and I let them know.
Why?
I talk to them like, this is why we doing this, and this is why I felt it had to go to that extreme. And then we had talked to them, and it's understanding. But
Exactly.
back then,
No communication.
I felt like
Your opinion
To me-
didn't matter.
it was like.
What I say, go.
The perception
Stay in
of
the
a
child's place,
whooping
so you
was,
don't,
if
question
you
them.
don't do what I say, I'ma hit you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't like. It was
Right.
like, just because you make me mad now, I'ma hit you. Because there's a lot of kids, like you say, different households where
So
kids
these are
they
parents
did
that
a lot of
basically
stuff.
bullying their kids, man.
Yeah, but it's a lot of kids that did a lot of stuff. But now when they
Yeah.
get to this point, now you jump up and want to beat the hell out of them.
'Cause you
know what I'm
angry,
saying? Because
yeah.
you mad now, or they
Yeah.
interrupting your
Yeah.
program. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you, when they was first started, like, listen,
That's
come
just
here,
horrible
come sit your ass
communication.
down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wait until it build up and build up, then you taking it all out on them. Yeah.
And then the
And then
perception
sometimes the
is,
shit didn't-
you better be
sometimes
mad
it
and I'm
was
hitting
like
you.
You probably be mad
Right.
from work and just come home mad, taking it out on the kid. They ain't
Yeah.
even did nothing. You know what I mean? That bad.
I feel like the older generation had horrible communication skills. Like they did a lot of discipline, they did a lot of whooping, but they didn't explain. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't a lot of
So-
explanations, but it just depend on, like,
And really, what you
It wasn't-
did, like
it
each
wasn't a
one
lot
might
of-
have been, each case,
It was just
case
do it
scenario
because I said do it.
could have
It
been
wasn't
worse
really,
than the last.
like no, like she said, reasoning behind it, or why I don't need to give you no reason. You the child, you know what I mean? And then now kids are better communicators than we were when we were young, right? Because
Yeah.
they all in the technology, so they learning words and seeing words that we didn't see, and they able to speak a little bit better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but then
yeah,
it's
but
a
I'm gonna
lot
say,
of-
I ain't
And
gonna
that
say,
could be a double-edged sword.
It
too.
is because it's a lot of
what's going on
That's
over
yours.
there? Well, I
She over there fighting with
I
the
ain't gonna
ghost of
say-
the microphone.
my foot hit the pulled the cord back.
Oh,
I'm like, what the hell?
I'm like, y'all throwing stuff. Yeah, but the older, I'm not gonna say the older parents is like, were just all the whooping, because it was like my grandmother. She would whoop you and all that type of stuff. But the thing is, And she would make you feel worse just by talking to you and letting you know how disappointed you made her. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
the thing.
And
Yeah,
that's
that was
what
the-
that would make me feel worse. Like when she used to sit me down and we have a long talk, and she tell me how something I did made her just disappointed, and that would make I'd be crying more than if she
But-
whooped me. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all
that,
see the
that depends
difference?
on the child too, because that's a reflection of how you respected her, right, and how much you loved and cared
I was just
about
gonna
her
say, you
impression
see
of what
the
she thought of you.
difference.
But kids
And
that
the-
don't give a damn, that should go on one ear out the other.
And right out. Do you see the difference in the kids now that you would say we more so got whoopings then, but we respected our elders? A lot of
definitely
kids
did.
now, you know, have that free household, you know, oh, they say what they want here. This is an open house, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and they
Oh,
disrespectful
no.
as hell.
There's no boundaries. There's no boundaries.
No
You know what I'm saying?
boundaries. And then it's, you know, that gentle parenting, like it's okay, you know, people do gentle parenting, but kids are not slow.
Kids are not
So
supposed
that
to see
gentle
and hear
parenting,
everything.
kids will then
They learn
in
how to
turn know how to
manipulate.
manipulate the situation. And now you got a disrespectful kid on your hand, but you thinking because I talk to them and I don't do it this way, that it's better. I raise them better than someone who put their hands on their kids. And you got a kid that is just out of control.
Tony Harris made one good point. Said we didn't have school shooters back then.
No,
There
hell
we
no.
go.
That's my mama, and she said,
Yeah.
Chantel, you was bad.
Yes, my wife was bad as hell. But yeah, we didn't have school shootings because we had whoopings.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Back
saying?
then, there was
Because we got whooped up the street. Because what I'm saying
had
is,
the Columbine.
what I'm
My
saying
hundred
is, in
girl,
my
yeah.
day, you got whooped up the street. Like you can do something down here at this person's house, and
Up the
Auntie see you, you
Everybody
get a
can
whooping.
whoop you.
Then you go down the street, and you might. And your grandma, like you get home, grandma be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, your auntie told me this." You getting a whooping, and then when my mama come pick me up, she be like, "You know he was tripping."
Oh,
then
yeah.
I get another whooping. So I'm saying, you
that
get whooped
happened
up the
before.
street. You know what I'm
DJ
saying?
said,
Yeah.
"What's up, y'all?"
What up, though,
He
BJ?
tuned
Hey,
in. He
BJ.
tuned in from Miami. That's our other co-host.
All right, BJ, he's celebrating his birthday. Happy
Period.
birthday,
Happy
B-Jizzle.
birthday, BJ.
Aries up in here. So they almost go.
Say these kids need a healthy mix. Being a mom made me understand my mom and mother figures. Yes, they need a mixture. Because I'm going
Yep.
to teach you. And then the first time. The second time, I'm going to talk to you about it. You know, let you know that wasn't cool. The third time, I'm beating yo.
But she also
I
probably
ain't going to
need
whoop all
she
off, you
also
know,
probably
be
think,
beating at her. But I'm tapping. We're going to get popped.
Yeah,
But I think,
popping is for little kids.
I think
Well, you know,
that's
I'm-
where
I'm-
a lot of
I got little
parents,
kids.
Yeah,
a lot of parents kind of strayed away because they don't want to. They don't want to do any discipline. You know, you want to keep talking.
Yeah.
That talking only goes so far.
Yeah,
when you got a hard head ass
So you
kid,
supposed
that's
to
gonna
be-
keep doing it.
So you're supposed to beat fear, like
I
Not
think,
beat
I
fear.
think,
Longer
I
than
think you
kids
should.
and
It's not-
fear to control them.
It's not
I think a
fear.
child
It's not
should be
fear.
disciplined to a certain degree.
It's knowing that there's repercussions, and in that repercussions, you
He
gonna
should
get
know.
your ass beat.
with older kids. I don't think that work. I don't
Right.
think-
That's why you
Because
take
it has to
things
be
Being
away.
from
instilled-
older
it has to be
kids.
You have to
instilled
get
earlier.
creative,
So
because
when
You
it's
got
older,
to get the
because
pop in
even-
the
older,
leg. Yeah.
They
Even
just
with-
respect it now. They just respect you when they older, right? Because you just still
Yes.
when they were younger. It's not you're not gonna be able to fear monger a teenager into
Yeah.
doing what you want them to do. You know
Because
what
I
I'm
got
saying?
four
teenagers.
teenagers,
And the thing
and
is,
they don't fear me, but they know I will
They
get
should be
off.
able to,
And
yeah,
that's
they
what-
should, they
that's
should
what it
respect
is.
you enough to do
Mm-hmm.
what
Yeah.
you tell them to do.
Yeah,
and know what's
that's
right.
when the punishments come in. Give me your phones. I want all your phones.
3 months.
All these weekends that you traveling, want to go over grandma's house,
Yep.
want to go over to
It
Bessie
ain't
house.
happening.
That's dead
your
too.
girlfriend ain't coming
He ain't
over.
come
none of
over.
that.
Ain't nobody
We do
going
that.
nowhere.
Yeah,
and you
we
have
do
to
those
really put that into play so they can understand. Okay, I lost my privileges.
Yeah.
When you get them back, let me see some action. Let me see how these grades looking. You got a
Yeah.
you got a progress report in school, and the first one came back all bad. So you already know. Run that phone.
Yeah.
We're not talking about nothing. It's
Yeah.
not even up for negotiation. But when you don't say nothing.
And
Come on now,
just-
you creating a monster
You
in your
don't
own
care.
house.
Yeah.
Creating
So
a
when you
monster.
don't
care.
don't discipline, you don't say nothing. So what is this about?
Like,
You know-
y'all gonna get enough of this.
And it's like
They
you
not.
gotta make your stand as a parent. Like they don't gotta be scared of you. It don't matter if you cracking on the side of the head. They might not be scared of you.
And it's
still.
about like even with criminal justice with criminals, they say the criminals before they do what they do, they weigh the risk and the reward, and that's with the child too. They feel like, well, I got on punishment for this last time. is it worth that? They gonna start
Exactly.
judging that, and even when they get that ass whooping, because like we used to get a whooping,
Yeah.
and I started being home when the street lights came on. You know what I'm saying?
time.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it wasn't like I feared her. I just knew if I didn't get home, I'm gonna get my butt whooped. So let me just get home. You
So
know
was
what
you
I'm
scared of the whooping?
The whooping hurts. You know what I'm saying? So the whooping wasn't like my favorite thing, you know. Especially back in my day, like I said, grandma
She
go
might
get
grab,
you a switch.
She might
Yeah.
grab
You know,
anything.
you go
Yeah.
get a switch, and then, like I say, I used to be one to be outside on the porch, and the street lights would come on. You be down there with the little girls talking, and you see grandma coming, and sometimes you have to weigh it because
She like,
you'll see
"Oh,
grandma
God."
coming, and I was trying to be. You would try to be cool. I'm staying out here past the street lights, but when you see her coming, I would walk across the street and then walk down the street and then walk in the house, and I know I'm about to get a whooping. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you weigh that risk and the reward. So that's with all kids. So I don't feel like you should beat kids. And then with teenagers, you have to be really creative. It's like he said, they had computers. Like our son liked to play the guitar and instruments. We
Yeah.
took all of that.
Give me all of it.
Let me see that.
Let me get all
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Bring
The
it.
other one like computers.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Let me get
you
that
know what I'm
too.
saying? Give me all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
That's how
Yo,
you gotta do it.
Yeah, just make them like today. I had stuff to do in the basement. Come down here.
Yeah.
Do this. You know, you
We
got to
we,
get
we make them
get
into
creative.
slaves when they in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was back when we was in
Straight
high
up
school.
slaves. That's what we call them.
That's worse than a whooping.
Look, soon as
No, you don't get paid.
That
It is.
I'm
You
like, oh
work
yeah,
it
y'all
all day
coming home
long.
to clean this woodwork. So when them days we had half a days, I'm like, oh, I'm not even coming home. She had a list.
The woodwork. I hate the woodwork day. Woodwork
my
day. I
God.
hate woodwork
The
day.
woodwork and the
Oh, my
girls had to
goodness.
wash the curtains. So you was busy all
Oh,
day. It wasn't
yeah.
even like a half a day.
Joyce said,
We-
yeah, they know who to talk to get what they want from which parent.
That's true.
Yeah, and it might be the
Kids
grandma.
are-
That grandma is the bonus. If your grandma live with you,
Or
Oh,
if you
yeah.
in your life frequently like
man,
that, yeah.
you going straight over there milking her first, you know.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that's my kids
She
with
might
their
then
grandma.
catch on that you had already asked mom and daddy first until you come in there, and then you like, Ma, I told you you couldn't have that no more. I didn't know.
The kids do that with us, but we be on the same page.
Uh-huh.
So he'd be like, didn't she just tell y'all no?
Right.
Yeah.
You
Right,
know
now
what
you
I'm saying?
coming in here trying to
Because
work
as soon as they ask me something, I'm calling
Right.
him. Like, why the kids just ask me, you know, why they split?
And then if they at the house,
Yeah.
now if they at the house, they call me to ask me something. So I'm like, ain't she there?
Yep.
They like,
So
yeah.
you
I'm like,
already
well,
know.
why ain't y'all ask her? Oh well, ask her. She at the house with your ass. You
That's how they try to play
that
it.
further lets me know she
how you
already
know.
told you no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you tripping.
Or you know she gonna
She
say
say
no.
no.
So you
Either
not
or.
gonna waste
Either
your
or.
time
Yeah.
on that one.
And
Either
the
or.
kids, we when they on punishment,
Oh, yeah.
you ain't going. We'll tell grandma they ain't coming this time unless she got some work for them. You need some slaves. You need some
Yeah.
slaves.
Say I got a couple. All the time.
Joyce said we respected our elders because we weren't in their business. We had no idea what expenses they had, responsibilities they had, or knew their bedroom business.
No,
Nowadays, kids telling all the household business.
all in the business.
That's true.
But that's because the
My daughter ain't got nothing to tell.
No,
Like,
but
what?
what I'm saying is that's because the parent allows that though. People,
Yeah.
a lot of the
That's what I
parents
said.
allow their
They
kids
tell
too
them the
much
shit
in their
because they
business.
kids
Yeah.
know the shit. That's the
And they
problem.
they
know
let
it.
their kids sit there while they want to entertain their company. The kids sitting right there in their
Oh yeah,
business.
that's
Right
a
there.
no, like what?
You know, we couldn't do that. My mama
Yep.
had company. It wasn't no you sitting there.
We was gone like
And
vamoose.
then it's so many
Oh,
times that
that
you got
look
told
you
to
get.
leave
Yep.
before you got slapped out the room.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? It's either or. So it's just the kids just don't have the certain level of respect. It ain't about fear. I didn't never fear
Right.
my mama or my grandmother or none of that. It was just that I
I
had that
just
level of
respected
respect.
I just knew they was coming with that hand though.
No, Margaret,
you
not
never
beat.
knew how it was
You
gonna
know,
come
be
down
beating on
though.
the kids.
You could be eavesdropping. You
But
gonna
I
get in
will
trouble
beat
for
their
that.
ass. No.
You might have brought home a bad report card. You getting in trouble for that. So different situations require different punishments.
Mm-hmm.
Some not as drastic as the other.
Like interrupting, like grandma, like she didn't play. She be talking and have her conversation, and you walk up and the two adults talking. It can
It's
end
about to
pretty
be
bad.
a
Yeah, it can.
It can end bad. Saying what? Like, hey, what? I couldn't say
yeah.
that.
Say that what
Like saying
word?
what?
Answering
She'll
them
call me and
what?
say what Or say dang. You couldn't say dang.
Shoot.
Them was hot words
Couldn't
right
say
there.
shoot.
And that's what I'm saying. These kids are
Too
cussing.
close to the cuss word.
These
Yeah.
kids are actually cussing. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, I couldn't say
not
what.
in my
I'm talking about,
house.
I'm talking about a
Never.
single what.
My cousins
say
and them
lie.
couldn't say lie. Oh, they couldn't say lie.
Oh,
You
yeah,
lied.
that was a
You
bad
gotta say
word.
tell a
Now
story. You
that
gotta
we
say tell a
did
story.
get in trouble for, but when we went over my cousin's house, it was lie. You don't tell nobody they lied.
Ooh,
Like,
especially
damn.
an adult. You
Ooh.
like, what?
Listen,
You
we was
told a
outside.
Y'all about to bang now.
We was outside singing one. The
What?
girl singing that song.
She
Love,
lying, ma.
Stop making a fool of me. And her mama came out and said, you said fool? And she got in trouble because she couldn't say fool at that time. And we were just singing the song.
crazy.
Yeah,
you know
just
what I'm saying?
grown, just
Then
grown
another
folks
thing, too-
conversation, period. You know, you pick up different words.
Mm-hmm.
Like one day, I think I told Shadi I was at work. I said I got in trouble one day. I said I used one of my mom and them terms that I heard her and my daddy say. I said, you mess up a wet dream. They look. She said, who told you to say that? I said, Mama, I hear you say it all the time. She said, She said, you don't talk. She said, you don't talk like me and your daddy. She said, that's what we say. I was like, oh, I thought it was okay.
We was somewhere. I was a little girl. I'll never forget this. My mama was so embarrassed. Cussed my daddy out. We was somewhere. I'm like, all right, y'all, let's blow this joint.
She done went 4-1-1.
My mama was like, what you say? I'm like, it's time to go, ain't it? She like, you don't say that.
Man, it's a lot
I
of
didn't think
sayings.
about what it was.
Yeah.
You got older, like, let's blow this joint. Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, all that little
Okay.
metaphoric terms that we grew up listening to. You look
Yeah,
like
she was
straight out
so
of our
embarrassed.
range.
But even with
Like,
that,
huh?
like, it was certain stuff like we couldn't eat. Like, my grandma wouldn't let us sit and eat on the porch and stuff like that. We couldn't
Oh.
do stuff like
Oh, no,
that.
that was
No,
just
it-
ghetto.
Yeah,
No.
you know, it was certain. It just was certain
We
stuff
couldn't eat.
that you just couldn't do.
No, you had to have some kind of finesse, like, household, decorum. I say that,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
We sat at the table.
Yeah.
Some
There wasn't
had to
no
sit
eating
at
in
the
room.
table. No eating in the
No.
rooms.
Oh, yeah, dishes.
I'm going back
You ain't
here and
eating
watching
all over
TV.
her
I know dishes.
No, you
at
not.
home. I know
Everybody,
dishes.
the grown ups at the dining room table and the kids in the kitchen at the
Yeah.
kitchen table.
Or that little table that they had set
Yep.
up.
But either way,
Yeah, the little kiddie table.
and it was fellowship, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I like now. Even we try to eat with the kids. I be like, why don't y'all put y'all phones up? You know, we sitting here eating. You know what I'm saying? Put your phones up because don't nobody talk. Don't nobody fellowship the way we used to do at the table. You know, I'm talking about it was real
Conversation.
real conversation.
About
People
anything.
laughing and cracking jokes and
so much with parenting was missing. It's not a lot of two-parent households either. Like,
That
it was
definitely
two-parent households.
changed. That
Even though dad and mom had their issues, whatever that was going on, it was still two parents in the household. And, dads had a say. So now more so the kids, like you said, you don't want to, a lot of moms don't want to discipline. They don't want to go there like they tired. So, and then the dad, the ones that are still involved, he don't want to be the disciplinary all the time, and he only get them a certain amount, so
I'm
it's
the
different
bad guy.
dynamic.
I
Yeah,
get-
he
I
don't
get
want to
to
be
get
the bad guy.
I'm barely there, but when they see me, I'm the
Yeah,
one beating
I
them
gotta
up.
be the
You
one
know
that
what I'm
come
saying?
in and do this and that. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff that got lost, or people slacked up on as time went on, and different generations come with raising their kids. People think this way is a better way. Now we got social media, so now some parents think putting their kids out there and performing ignorant is cute.
Oh,
not
yeah, I did see
knowing
a
you
couple of
creating a
those, too.
monster.
just embarrassing them down, like
they
you
don't
thinking that was
understand
gonna help the situation. I was looking like my daughter didn't get no cell phone when she graduated. She didn't get a cell phone until she was 18. Mm-hmm. I'm looking like kids is too modernistic with the social media.
Yeah.
They got pages on pages, then they got a fake page.
Yeah.
My daughter had put me on all of this. She was like, "Oh yeah, what you got a fake page too?" I'm like, "Oh what?" I was like, "Oh okay." So the other page was like the little decoy page. That was for anybody who had a man that they was trying to catch.
Yes,
And that was the decoy page. I was like, well, how y'all get them to respond? She's like, we just sent them a message. so y'all gotta wait. So
Look at you taking notes.
So
and
back
shit.
then, it was a lot of moms like in the 80s and the early 90s that were on drugs
That
and
too.
abandoned their kids.
Well,
and then that turned out to be a whole
nother.
nother.
Now on drugs.
And
They
that's
just
a,
call
yeah,
that
and that's a whole nother
pills.
story there.
Right.
And
They wasn't even there to even
They
raise the
abandoned their
child.
kids.
So what do you
too.
think was worse? Do you think it was worse back in the 80s and the 90s, or you think these new?
I think it's worse now because
Back
that
then
new
you had
drug is
support
social
systems
media
too.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
Back
support.
then you had support.
You had
systems.
more
Go
of a
grandma
village.
house, grandma house, or
Somebody
auntie.
did.
You had more of a village,
That's when
yeah.
cousins was really cousins.
Yeah.
And everybody was hanging out.
Everybody, yeah.
You know, so they were able to go do their drugs and kind of like throw the kids,
off
mix,
to somebody else.
you know?
Yeah.
That's true.
But now you do the drugs, you upload it on social media, it's there. That's a whole new drug within itself.
And then the grandma's young. They
The
in their
grandma's
40s.
getting younger.
So they not trying to watch no
grandmas are
kids.
I mean, and then and now we got the OnlyFans era, right? Which is like the digital Freaknik. So now
Yeah.
we got the Freaknik documentary coming out about our
Yeah.
aunties 40 years ago and shit. Now imagine
Oh, yeah, I heard
kids
about
now and their grandmas don't have. I seen your grandma old OnlyFans videos and shit.
Oh,
Maybe
And back
your
then
grandma
it was-
old Instagram was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And back then you had to go to certain stores to get, different pornos and all this and that. Now you just click on the phone.
yeah.
So
big ass.
kids
Google.
got
You just had to go to that
access
store
parents got
with the
access
dark
to it.
lights and be sliding behind the building.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
let me
Nobody
go.
gonna see you doing this and
With
that.
the little beads.
Yeah.
But now the parents it's just
Right.
all out in the open, so it's just so much more.
It's worse. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's more
worse now.
exposed.
It's worse now.
Because-
It's harder to be a parent now than it was then.
Because they promote
It
sex
is.
so much, and they didn't promote it when we were little. It was like more like, we'll give you sexual education. You make sure you protect yourself and say no.
Yeah,
And,
we had sex.
you
We
know,
had-
now it's like, well,
No,
hey,
I mean, we
you
had
know.
the labels on the stuff. You know what I mean? That when we watched it, you had the rated PG, rated
Yeah.
R, rated R. Now it's just like P Valley. Just throw the dick out there right in front of
They
the
say TVMA, like mature.
mature.
Oh, okay.
artists is
Motherfucker
on.
13 feel like they mature enough to watch this.
Yeah.
You are.
Then they
And
bring-
it's straight nudity and sex. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, just like
It is
no
worse.
editing. Like
It's a lot worse.
And we didn't
than
have a
anything.
lot of reality TV back then either.
Oh yeah, it was non-existent. That was
Back
in the
when we were
80s. You
young.
don't know.
That was the beginning of
reality
That was
TV.
like
That was the beginning of the
what
ratchet.
was that? Real
Real
World,
World.
all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
That was
on
the first
MTV.
one. And then after that one had went off. So it was like it really wasn't popular like how it is now. These last 15 years with
I mean,
reality
because
coming.
because from
You can
there
see
it went to
anything on
Flavor
there.
of Love, and it went to all the different
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
other reality shows. So
Talking about they was wilding back then too with Freaknik.
They was.
They was wilding, but see, it was organized. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody getting shot up and all that stuff. Because, like I said, nowadays these kids are doing everything totally backwards. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a total like a regression. That's why I don't understand it, because you would think with all the technology and everything, with all the knowledge that they can acquire, that it would be better. But it's like a distraction to almost. You know what I'm saying? So
It's worse.
you say it's worse.
So you think back then the level of not caring with certain family members or with parenting back then, you think is worse now? Because a lot of kids, I probably need to rephrase that, but I know a lot of people that we known, like friends of the family, that since back in the day they let their kids do whatever. Like they was the fun house. Like the mama let everybody
I know
drink.
what you're talking about. Them
Yeah,
houses, I know.
the mama let everybody in the house drink. I
Right.
mean, you could smoke in that house. We 14, 13 years old.
Losing it.
You know what I'm saying? And then she
Going
had,
over auntie house.
and then
Nah, that's
she.
down there how the whole climate is right. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah,
almost.
that's what I'm saying.
Now,
You
like
saying all the
mature,
kids
it's
like that?
80% of the parents are
The fun
Are
house.
like that.
Oh, the fun house. You know what I'm
Why ain't
saying?
nobody
You know,
going
everybody
to
had the
nobody
fun house.
Right, exactly.
When you was little, the house you can go over and you
Sure.
can do whatever you want to do, and the mama not tripping.
We definitely
My
had
mama
one of
wasn't
those.
having that. My mama shipped me right to.
I had to go find the fun house. We were nowhere near the fun house.
My mama answer was no to everything. I'm like,
But you got to think
Chamber
about.
having a birthday party. Mama, can we go?
We
I don't
also
know those
played
people.
outside too, though.
She didn't play that. All that freaking
we
stuff.
played outside.
Nah, see, my
and stuff
mama
like
house,
that.
it was considered the fun house because my mama had, it was all the cousins over there, but none of that
None of
was
the
going
drinking,
on.
none of the smoking.
So none of the
Y'all
kids.
played outside.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
bed was 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Kids was mad as ever. Cousins come over. You can't put sugar in your
Like, y'all
cereal,
come-
stuff
yeah.
like
We-
that. Like,
yeah.
We had an
but it was
adult
still the fun house. Like you still want to
because it
come
was
to
kids
Auntie
there.
Cheryl
It was
house.
kids
Yeah.
there.
Family.
Where all the kids
Family
go.
stuff.
But
But
that's
as
where all the
kids-
kids
But
go.
then we had another auntie. That was the fun house and anything pretty much
Turned down
went
for
over
what?
Yeah.
That
Right.
auntie.
Because we had an adult that used to go get us liquor
there. Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
and be like, come on, y'all, let's drink.
Nobody in my
Yeah.
family.
And we was like 14, 15 years old.
Oh no, I never had no
Just
experience
one of
like
your
that.
uncles.
It was,
That's that uncle you
No, I
bring
wasn't talking
your
about
lady.
your mama, Margaret.
Yeah.
I was
it
talking
was
about
a lady. I don't want to get
Yeah.
too into it, but and then as she had another child, and then she got
Your mama
older,
house
she
was
let her do
chill.
whatever she wanted to do.
I ran that one.
So it was like it was something with her kids. Like she didn't care about
Right.
what her kids did, and we used to want to go over there when we was little. Like we wanted, why her mama not like that?
Cause she tired. After she done got off work, she don't give a damn what them kids is doing. I mean, a lot of
Man.
parents are tired and wore out after you done work 10, 11 shifts, and you come home, you looking like, this house better be, who in the hell supposed, who ain't mopped the floor?
I don't even think
Right.
she cared about that.
The
we
the
getting woke up out our
consequences just
sleep.
from cleaning.
Yeah, woke up.
Oh yeah, my mama ain't play that. Not
Wake
that
your
cleaning.
ass
Oh no.
See, my little sister, she was spoiled. Guess what she would do with the dishes? She would take the dishes and get the big skillet, whatever we used that day. She'd put all the she
In
would
the
stack
oven?
all the dishes, and you know she put it in the oven. Where they do that at?
Put it in the oven.
We had to clean everything, and you had to clean it. See, in our day, we had to clean it right the first time because if it wasn't clean the
All that
first
shit
time,
coming
out
you
that
would
cabinet.
come on back. Like, and then you know how that when you clean your room up and on that bullshit, then she go get the broom and do this shit and sweep everything.
Lift
Come up
that
out
bed,
the bed.
move that bed.
Yeah, we used to be mad as hell. Like
Go in that
you taking it
closet.
too far. You
It's
know?
hangers,
some
ain't nothing
shoes.
on these hangers.
All
Oh,
of that.
man.
That's
We
what I'm
doing the whole
saying.
spring clean.
That's don't happen now. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, and sometimes when I do all that, she'll be like, "You acted like this," but I'm like, that's what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to, you know, you have an organization
Yes.
And
it's
that's what everyone
it's
else
structure in your
Because
house.
on the weekends, it goes down
On the
like that in
weekends,
my
you
house.
couldn't do shit unless
We
your
watch
chores
it
was done.
walk.
That's it.
They be mad at me. My daughter had a job. You still got chores at home.
Yeah.
when you get
Yeah.
off work.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make it a little lighter. I ain't gonna give you a heavy chore, but
Yeah.
you got it when you
Oh,
get
they
up.
feel like if they don't work, they don't gotta do nothing.
Okay, not happening.
Nah, hell
I
no.
gotta work and clean up too, buddy.
And you can't sleep in the
Right,
house
right,
till
right.
10, 11, 12.
Oh, no.
And
That
this
wouldn't
house ain't
happen.
right.
Yeah.
And I gotta get up
They
every
be
morning.
like,
to
I'm
be at
on
work.
break.
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you on break,
Yeah.
all right.
It's
You better
over.
break your ass down.
Because
and
if
say
you
it.
don't teach your kids how to clean and responsibilities,
Yeah, how they
they
gonna do
won't do it
anything?
when they get older.
At
Their
all.
house gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
When
They
you
House
go
gonna
over,
be a
you
mess,
go over there,
can't
you
cook
gonna
for
be like,
themselves.
what's that smell?
Yep.
Smell like Fritos.
Cause my
and-
son, he just turned 16. My son just turned 16, and I teach him how to cook. Like he in there watching me, and I'm,
Yeah, he
I'm
need to
giving
learn
him
how to do
instructions.
basic
things.
He
Yeah.
love cooking.
for survival.
My son
you know?
9 and he know the iron and everything.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we taught him
Look,
how to iron.
The baby
Yeah.
keep his suitcase together. He
Yes,
like, I'm ready to
Yeah.
go.
Rashad is
That's
the
right.
Yeah, he
He
iron
stay
his
ready,
clothes. He
you
get
ain't
that
gotta
little
get
iron
ready.
board out to be
Before
out there. Daddy, I need
school.
to put some water in the iron. Yeah, hook it up and
Yes,
do his thing.
yes.
Rashad don't play no games.
Some kids you do not have to keep going over and over the testimony with. They just catch on. You look alike.
Oh, that's
You look so
Rashad.
different from your
But
brother.
but see
Yep.
what it is it's also
Yeah.
with
Jesus,
at
that
the
other lady.
age you catch
'Cause
them
I got
and
some
start
twins.
developing them.
Oh, I
Yep.
know.
See,
When
if
they
you catch them
grooming
early and
early,
start develop, it becomes a habit, and then
Yeah.
they form that. It becomes a part of them. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So
every day, because that's what they used to doing.
Yep.
Come home, take their shoes off. They put their shoes right in the corner where they took them off at. Like, you was so clean.
yeah. But
You
that's
see a
because-
little kid do that. You
But
was
that's
really
also
amazed.
because of that parent too, because it was times before he started doing it that you had to be like, then I keep telling you to put this.
Put
You know
that-
what I'm saying? And after that
you
couple
gonna get tired of
times,
me talking to you.
yeah,
Bye-bye.
and that's what I'm
He
saying.
the type. He gets
adapt
tired
to
of.
that.
He don't want nobody to say nothing to him.
No,
so
he
he
don't
gonna
like-
do what he's supposed to do.
You
He'll
like,
figure it out.
please,
Yeah.
please stop talking.
And
to
he
me.
like a
That's
drill
my oldest
sergeant
son.
at home.
He don't like, he one of them. I tell him once he gonna do it because he don't want to keep hearing my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's my oldest daughter too. She'll do that. Them twins,
Now how does that?
15.
Oh yeah,
My son, he
that
could cook.
borderline.
You got twins? Oh, good.
My son could cook. My daughter is more of a dress and rest type of person. So she's still a work in progress, but they are two totally different people.
Oh my goodness.
Two totally different people, and it's funny to see because I thought she would be the one want to learn to cook and all that. Nah, he want to learn to cook.
Yeah.
He more the neat one, keep his stuff in a certain way.
Yeah.
Organized.
She come in.
Yeah.
Everything. Yep. Yep.
She want to sleep in past 10. She, oh my goodness.
I think that's how
So
girls.
she's we still working
I
on
think
that.
that's how
Teenage
they
type of
start.
girls
I
are
think they
not
start off
organized
like
at
that.
all.
No.
They don't be.
My 17-year-old, she getting better. She a lot more organized now,
Yeah.
but not that 15.
See, when my daughter was younger, when we was at the old house, not the one we're at now, but now she grown, she's 29 now. I had to give her cleaning days, so her cleaning days was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it was the same thing. So when you come home from school, guess what? She would get there before I would. I got my flashlight out, like I'm looking, making sure that trash is taken out.
Because that's the thing. It'll be a kid clean and a my clean.
If you
oh
don't
man,
even
they
get
straighten up. Kids don't clean.
That's the only way that she would clean is
Straighten
if
up.
you stand over her. She was like, "You don't have to watch me." I said, "I do."
Yeah, hell yeah.
Go back to work.
They
Thank
don't
you.
like
But
that.
that cleaning,
They hate that.
and your kids having chores, that's gonna help them in the long run. You
Yes.
really have to give your kids
We all done
chores.
did it, so you're not gonna die. Get
Yeah.
that mop bucket, honey. Yeah, that is dusty up there. Get that too. You know.
Yeah.
She
Wash
just- she
these
hated
walls
that.
and
If they
these
don't know how to clean,
floorboards.
That's
properly.
so important. It's to know how to clean.
Yeah, because when you have your own house, I already know your house gonna be nasty because you didn't want to
In
clean
the
mine.
mud.
So why would
Yep.
you go on? Why would you go to your house and clean up? And it's sparkling over here. I bet I never go over there and it's clean. I'm
I'm going crazy. I'm tearing up.
My
I'm
mom
already
said that when I was a teenager. I was like,
coming in
I
there.
can't wait to see
going
that.
crazy.
I'm knocking pot cans over and everything.
Pictures today.
Like what? I'm knocking everything over. Like you ain't never do this at our house. Oh yeah, I'm knocking all this stuff over.
Okay.
Like yeah. Oh okay. You
Taking
got
my shoes
Maybe
off.
it's a difference
Hot
when you have
bottles?
your own stuff and then when you and your parents' stuff.
Yeah, because
It is.
because you be paying for it.
Yeah.
Because you have
yeah,
to
that-
take care of it.
that
So
definitely make a
so
difference.
so now
Far
you
as
like I
paying.
got to take care of this.
It's a
That is
difference.
So
big
now I gotta
difference
make
with
sure
kids.
it's good. But now when we just paying for everything, and they just come there like
Nobody
Oh, they
respect
get it
they don't
again.
care about all these lights
Yeah.
on.
If you're not
They
paying
get
for
it
it,
again.
Lights
you don't
on.
respect it.
I pulled up the other day. The basement light was on. Who's down here?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody in the basement.
Ain't nobody.
Nobody in the
Yeah.
kitchen. Nobody in the little hallway to go up the stairs. Nobody walking up them damn stairs.
And it's a light up
Why
there.
that light on?
That light too.
Cause they
I'm gonna tell
scared.
you what's something else that be on when I get off work
Don't be
too.
scared. You keep leaving them damn
That
lights on.
ceiling fan in our kitchen. Why is it on? It ain't
Oh, yeah.
It ain't even nobody here. My daughter don't turn off no lights, no fans, nothing. When she walk out the house, it is where it's she leave it just like it is. I can hear the fan in her room.
Yeah.
I said she left the fan on. God damn. This is why my DTE bill $400. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, it's important and to I just think right now in this generation that we more conscious of giving the kids what they need to be more successful. Like she talked to our kids about credit and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a
Because
big thing we
when
didn't
we were
learn.
growing up, we didn't know. We had the home economics where we learned how to sew and cook
Yeah,
and stuff like
make a
that.
little boil
But
water
we didn't
and make
learn the
simple stuff.
finances and about
No.
the importance
No.
of credit.
Definitely didn't tell us
And,
that.
You know,
I
even
mean, our parents actually encouraged us to stay away from credit cards. Did they not?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, back then that
You
was
know,
a
because-
thing that they were scared of. That was a fear for
they
them.
weren't educated on
how
Yeah.
to use them, right?
right. So so
So,
it's just that's the difference that I see. That the plus, far as this generation, that they getting a lot of knowledge that we didn't. But it seemed like a whole lot of the respect and the morals and that type of stuff has been lost.
Oh yeah.
Because like we didn't just cuss in front of older people, you know.
No.
Just be you saying
And
what you
I
want.
still feel bad.
I was
for
just about to
cussing in
say
front of my
I'm
mama.
39 and I was in the gas
I don't
station
cuss in
and I
front of my
cursed.
mama.
And
I
this
be like, "Excuse me,
older
mama."
man, he had to be like 70s. He was there. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. He like, oh, girl, you look like you grown. I'm like, but it's just still in me that
I'm 50. I'll be 52. I don't cuss in
Right.
front of my mama,
Yeah.
and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a level of respect that we had back then, and it's still now. Like even now, it's like teenagers just say whatever they want, and even sometimes try to take it to a certain extent, and then I'll be like, hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see me right here, like, y'all can tone that down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, Unc, I'm sorry, man, we just, yeah, especially if I got like my son with me or something, I'll be like, could y'all chill, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they'll just be talking and be saying everything, and it'd be different if they just saying, yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass, but they'd be like,
They going hard.
I'm saying extreme stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, just take it down a notch. You know
remember
what I'm saying?
they was like that back when we was in high school and we was catching the buses home. They would be on that bus going crazy,
Going
to
nuts.
the point where the bus driver would be like, "Listen, I'm gonna call the police if y'all don't chill out."
Where they had to implement the police riding
that's when
on
they
the
started
bus.
riding. The police was on there. So
that was
in the
y'all
ear-
generation.
that was
Our
the early
generation,
days.
we didn't have a po-po on the
Then
bus.
we had a whole
We
police
didn't
force
have police
dedicated
on
to
the
the
bus.
damn
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
DPS police.
Yep.
Yeah, we had them though. We did, but we used to be when like you was on the bus. You used to let the old people sit down.
Yeah, let them
You don't
sit.
see that nowadays. If they down, they down. If I'm sitting, somebody else get on the bus.
Somebody
they
else
like-
look, they like, "Shh, I was here
Yeah,
first."
I'm just saying it's just different in the morals because all of that come from home. I'm just saying like from your grounding, you know, for your
Yeah.
foundation. Like even when my family, they gave us church, you know, so we had the God Foundation. We had the how you treat people. My grandma, her favorite thing that she would
Being
say
a
is the golden rule.
humanitarian, you
You
know?
treat people the way you want to
Wanna
be
be
treated.
treated, yeah.
She used to say that all the time.
My third grade teacher put that in our heads. She was like, "You treat people how you want to be treated," and she added it in one of the pillars on her workboard. And that's the first thing you see as soon as you walk
Yeah.
in there. Treat people how you want to be treated, and that's where and that's where, even though I come from a two family with my mom and dad, that I got that from my teacher with treat people how you want to be treated, and it
Yeah.
stayed in my head.
Yeah.
How people supposed to be treated, you know, and that came along with my other one too. That's just a great thing that I always use is a please, yes, and thank you. You have to have those three in your vocabulary on a daily basis. You know, I done been places with other people and they just not there yet. You know what I'm saying? And they older, and I'm looking like, when somebody bring you something, you always say thank you.
Yep.
When you stepping over somebody and you say excuse me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and what I said other ones, thank
Yes.
you,
Thank you.
Oh, and yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, when somebody's responding to you, you know, you say yes. Thank you. Hello. You know, and I was like, I don't like all that little, you know, it's just kind of like a dryness, you know, when somebody bring you something and then you just look at them. Okay, say thank you.
Or kids who say what?
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, we just said that in the early generation, you would get that mouth toe off like,
Ooh.
what did you say?
Saying what?
What? Or, huh?
Cause see, my kids, like even with us, like it's automatic. It's already trained. If we call them, hey, such and such, they don't say what or nothing. They know to
Yes.
just come to
They
us.
come.
They come. They don't say what y'all want. They come down and be like, yeah, okay. Then they say yes. What's up?
Yes.
But they know to come because it's a lot of times where we call them and you hear them upstairs like, what? Who you call? No, hell no, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So they know the rule is if we
Exactly.
call, just come and see what we want.
Manners start at home. People talk crazy now because your mom and daddy let you get away
Allowed
with
you.
that years ago.
And
You've been doing
it be like when she said the parents who think shit cute because when they thinking that little cussing
Yeah.
and talking smart and stuff, so when they get out in public and they saying stuff to the people, some people be embarrassed about it because they let it go about at home and they like, damn, my kid out here doing this, and then some people
Yeah.
still think it's cute.
They too
and
old.
allow
They
their
too
kids
old
to do
for
that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes a kid may slip up and mimic something he might have heard, but that's not no everyday conversation. If it happened one time, you be like, you don't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you let them know.
But you don't encourage that. Like, come on, man, what you say?
Yeah. What you
Get the
just
camera
call?
out.
What you just call?
Say it
him?
again.
Yeah.
Get the camera out.
Yeah. What you just,
like,
yeah.
me.
Like
that
that.
man smacking to me the wall.
Like I whoop man ass and you,
With the
mama.
braids sticking up.
Silver.
Yeah.
Braids sticking up. I just
That's
saw
So
crazy.
it's just
back
it's too
in
much
braids.
that they let
Oh,
them
my
get away
goodness.
with early, and it goes on into adulthood.
Yeah.
While they go to college,
it'll
they have no
backfire on
respect. They think because they're away at school that they can still do what they want to do. It's like, okay, everything has repercussions to it at the end of the day. So
Yes.
once you come out of college and come back home, this is a reality check. now.
Really,
Yeah.
that respect is lost before they even go because
Oh, yeah.
when they let them do that little cute stuff, then
That respect lost
that little
then.
respect is lost. So then
Yeah.
once they check out on their parents, blah blah blah, and cuss. Nah, it's the regular. You know what I'm saying? It's the regular. I can cuss around my mama.
Shut up, mom.
Mama, your ass crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they be the giggling.
Oh, no.
Like, whatever, girl. And they be talking to them like friends. And that's one thing I said with my kids. I can't be your friend. When you get grown, we might be able to build a friendship. But right now, I have to. My responsibility is to make sure
Just
you
to
grow
teach
up.
you,
And you be productive. You gonna
I'm
be
your
productive.
leader.
Yeah, you gonna be productive.
Not your
You
friend.
have, like you, I made my own people.
Yeah, I made
Yeah.
my people, and,
And
I'm
I'm
your
the leader.
That's what I tell my kids. You don't have a you get bad grades. You messing up because you don't have that choice. You don't have a choice to say I'm gonna get bad grades. I'll make that choice right now. Right now, you gonna do what we say you need to do.
That's right.
You
right
know what
now.
I'm saying? So you don't make that choice. Now, when you get older, if you go to college and you paying for that shit, then yeah.
Skip a class or two.
He said that you
You
paying
know?
for that
Knock
shit.
yourself out. But in this house,
Yeah.
I already told them, you have a job. I said, my job is to go to work, do this. Her job, go to work, do that. Your job is to go to school. Your
Yeah.
job, go to school.
That's
so
right.
say if I don't go to work and do my job, the household is messed up. Same thing when you don't go to damn school.
Thank
the
you.
household is messed up. So you gonna hold up your end of the deal.
Exactly.
Or you don't get shit. Flat out, flat out.
Or you don't.
I told her, don't call me. Don't send me no requests for Cash App or I'm coming home and beating you up. Whoever
was
send me
about to
Cash
say,
App,
or-
you getting beat up. Yep.
whooping.
Lay it down, lay it down, lay it down.
That goes back to my. I will beat ass.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna beat on them. I don't beat my kids, but they do get whoopings.
I think my kids get
When
tired of
they're
me
deserving.
talking. I have talks, and he had long lectures too.
Yeah, I
I
with
get
the
tired
lectures.
of myself talking.
Yeah.
I'll give your ass a lecture.
Back when we was
Yeah,
young, I
a
was just talking
long-ass
about this the
lecture.
other day. Back when we was young, and I had my two older sisters. You know, we came from a blended family. So my dad was married previously. So when my sisters would come stay with us, they always was in trouble. When I say, all you got to do is just sit there. Hold on, 7 o'clock, here come the show. Just sit there and watch. My daddy bought them bicycles, and he told them, he said, 10 speeds. He was like, listen, our main streets was 6 Mile, Stender, and Minnesota was right before you get to Nevada. So you already know Nevada's a busy street. He said, I don't want to see nobody on Minnesota. About to go do this job at this house. He was putting up a door. So he's like, I ain't going to be gone that long. He let them girls go on their bike. Guess what happened? Boy, as soon as he come down Nevada, turn, he see them girls right there on Minnesota. He said, meet me at the house. It's going down. They was so scared they came straight in there crying. They was like, I told you not to go down there. And she was like, you did it. She was like, me and my sister was in that back room and we was like, show number 3. Because we know it's about to go
Yeah, I
down.
was the kid that
My daddy
that
was a
kinda
straight
got whoopings.
disciplinarian, okay?
Yeah, I
He didn't
was.
play that. You think you want to do what
I
you want to
tested
do?
my limit.
Talk when you want to talk.
a lot.
He ain't play that. He was straight to the grain.
Your
with
mama
it, like,
was a
huh?
whooper.
I was a kid who deserved the whoopings.
Oh, you was
Okay.
bad.
Yeah,
My mama
I
get
was.
whooped.
I wasn't bad,
Yeah, you
but
didn't get
I
whoopings,
was
but
the
you
kid
needed them.
who. I was the kid who tested my mama limits.
My mama whooped us
like,
all, and
I
it
was
was
the
5
kid
of us.
who questioned more than I should. You
Yeah,
know, she'll say something. I'd be like, well,
Well, why? Yeah, you the one that talk
You
too
know.
much. Get your ass in there.
Yeah. And I'd be like, well, why? You know, like, you're going to have to
Yeah.
explain that to me because
Yeah, that talking.
you just
nigga.
can't tell me this what's going to happen.
My mom used to get other people to whoop us.
What?
Like, she never did
See,
that.
I was the only
Yeah,
boy,
yeah,
so
my mama
like
whooped
y'all talk a lot. So I used to get mad because my sisters would always want to talk shit to mama,
Oh,
and
my
they
God.
argue, and I just be sitting there like,
So
why
that-
we just don't just everybody shut up and they just do what mama say, and so I could go play and shit. You know,
Right.
but they want to argue, and I be
They trying
sitting
to
there
put their
like.
point down.
Right, right.
Now you pissing her off.
I'll be on the
Yeah.
stairs like, this is stupid. Like, what is we?
Now we all about
We
to
the
be
kids.
on-
We ain't gonna win. We
Now
the kids.
we all about to be on punishment because you're all.
Yeah, yeah.
And we the kids. We not gonna win, even if we right. We not winning.
Because she already got it made up in her head.
So she said, let's
Always.
just sweep that, do this. But then they still got to get their little word. You know how y'all are.
The
Y'all
girls.
got to get the words.
The girls do.
And I just
The
be like, why
girls.
they all just can't?
The boys, see, we got all boys. We don't have the back talk for real.
Listen, it's a difference when you got the flip flop. Some families got
See,
that one boy.
I was about to say my 15-year-old.
girls.
He's the one that's gonna.
Man.
It's my
He get back
twins.
talk.
Them the ones that will put they test the limit.
Yeah.
Do our
know,
kids
he
back
more
talk?
of
Which
a-
one is the back talker?
Well, none of them now because they got beat up. But
Yeah.
They probably.
But who was it before?
I'm gonna say they was a negotiator.
Like Tristan.
Somebody was a negotiator. They was always trying to get away with something. And
Yeah,
they gotta
that's Keyshawn.
That's Keyshawn.
Keyshawn is the one that always.
Okay, that's the one you
Just
put on that day.
But he don't never had no good weight with his negotiations.
He's not a good liar.
He's not
buying
good.
time. That's all that is. Listen, they be buying time because they after a while they wear you down. You like, you know what? Just get out my face.
No,
Yeah.
because he's not good at it. It pisses us off because we like that wasn't
Yeah,
even good.
like,
that wasn't a good
was
plan.
stupid
Did you think
explanation
about
by,
this?
and he'll be like, okay, and then go.
Like that was awful.
But Kaden the one who try to weigh people down.
Okay, so that's the
Like,
negotiator.
like he the one that's gonna keep asking until, cause he do that with his grandma until she say yes. Like, just go ahead. You know,
Either yes
stop asking.
Break 'em
or
down.
either yes or the threat comes. Like if you bring your ass in here one more time, I'ma beat your
Kaden
ass.
try to weigh you down.
Then he won't come back in there.
then it's so
Okay, and the 13-year-old, he'll keep asking the same stuff every time.
Over and
I'll be
over.
Like, no. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ball your
Get on
lips
my
up.
face.
Like, no.
You wearing me out. I'm sort of
See, I'm childish with my, because I'm gonna meet a kid. It depends on how I'm gonna meet you at that teenage level, and I'm gonna just be childish as you.
Right, right.
I'm a petty parent. I'm gonna crack jokes.
Oh, we
I'm
definitely
a-
flame
Oh, we
kids.
fried it.
Yeah,
kids, for sure.
I'm gonna crack jokes on you like we going
Kids
in.
get fried.
Look, you better be ready.
Yeah,
Keep
Don't
10 in
come
the chamber.
downstairs with the wrong thing.
Oh,
Or-
we definitely
or
fried
you
kids.
got like you just slobbed or something. It can't nothing be wrong.
Right.
You getting
yeah. My parents in this.
which one of y'all smelling like coney dogs?
Yes, we
They
definitely
musty
fried
as
kids.
y'all. Nah, y'all
It's
getting
the
cut.
onions.
Yeah.
We stay fried kids. They just put their head down and just laugh
Just go
to
back
it. Just go back
upstairs.
upstairs. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Like, oh my God.
Pops on some bull.
Because you gotta, like I said, you gotta prepare them for the world. We as
Yeah.
parents, we gonna love them. The world ain't. So that's why I tell them, like when you go out there, this little light stuff we throwing at you,
Man,
this
ain't nothing.
This gonna be people coming at
Yeah,
you with
coming for
everything
real.
they got to either knock you down, make you feel a certain way, or to get something out of you. So you gotta be ready
Bullies
for all
is
that.
always looking for the next victim,
Mm-hmm.
whoever that is. And these kids, that's something different in this generation that we are out of. This next generation, they done got so weak. As soon as somebody get to harassing them, calling them, they all in the principal's office. I'm looking like, we took care of that
We
ourselves.
did.
Like, what?
But it's a different form of bullying though. They on the internet posting people and
Yeah, because they got
But if we would have had that, we'd have been on the internet posting them
Post
getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Man.
Because like we didn't you couldn't spread rumors about somebody like that. He say, she
yeah,
say.
yeah, that he
You couldn't
say.
do that. That's like social media now. So when somebody be like, "Oh, you said something about me," it was 3:00. You had to deal with that.
It's
That's it.
adults getting
That's
bullied. Adults getting
different.
bullied online these
Yeah.
days. Like
Well, they-
it was some girl. I felt so bad. It was some girls at Rouge Park, and they posted the
Them
picture.
shoes was big as hell.
They was at Rouge Park, and they said it was a freak thing, and they posted pictures, and they, it wasn't the best dress.
So their
or
shoes was just
looking.
ran over, their clothes was ran over.
I'll show you the
She
picture.
talking about them shoes.
I'll show you the picture. But when I tell you it's over 100K reposts and people just bullying them and just I was
Boy,
feeling
God.
bad. Now they should never posted it because they had like little booty shorts on and booties.
Oh, they
out.
posted their
And-
own pictures.
Yeah, they posted
The
it.
girls posted their own
They
pictures
posted
She
their
went
own
and bought
picture.
her brothers
With the big shoes?
flip-flops.
with the big shoes.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
shoes.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? They posted it. They thought it was a hot picture. You know what I'm saying? And the internet
boy.
just ate
Ate it up.
them up, and then it made
Ate
me
her
feel
up.
bad because I'm like, what if they go commit suicide?
Her
You
feet
know what I'm
ate her
You ever
saying?
seen? You ever seen one of them bunches of pictures where it's like out of state or ratchet ass freak party or something, and everybody just looking
Terrible.
That's kind of along the lines of what it was.
Yep.
Like,
And then you got
Fuck.
Detroit people like, don't say you from Detroit.
You better not.
You lying. You lying.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there was the east side versus west side thing. Like, oh, they from the east side and they just came to the west
Well,
side.
yeah, y'all gotta take that L.
Yeah, it was crazy, but you know, it's happening to people every day.
So they
Like, you
should
don't know
just
if
be
your
the-
picture gonna go viral. You think you looking good, and you post a picture, and the world is tearing you apart because your shoes is too little.
Too
You know what I'm
big.
saying? Or too big.
They were 3
But see, we're back to the parenting because you got to prepare your kids for stuff like that. You got to prepare them for that type of
wasn't
bullying.
no kid. It wasn't kids.
They
Instead of
weren't
going to the
kids,
damn
but I
principal
was just
office.
saying
They was
that
grown women, and they oughta
kids
know
and
better.
adults are getting bullied.
As an adult, you ought to know better. And if you getting bullied,
Some of them really don't, because mental illness.
now we ain't
It's
gonna
real.
blame mental illness on everybody. She knew before she left the house.
Some people in their
She
head.
had some big ass shoes on.
Some people in their head, they'll
Listen,
put they
Don't take,
stuff on.
don't take no
and-
pictures.
And to us, it
That's the
look
only way you gonna
crazy.
save yourself.
And to
Don't
Don't
them,
take no pictures.
they
Ankles
look
up.
good.
You knew you had them Shrek flip flops.
You know, you know. Look, you know. Don't take no pictures. That's all I can tell you. That
Ankle
bullying,
up pictures only.
But they thought they was looking
don't do it.
No.
Stay out them pictures.
She said, but
They had too much to drink.
Yeah.
and
Don't
then
take
they
them
got to
pictures.
post some pictures.
Listen, like
Yeah.
I said, before the cameras,
And she
before
woke
all
up
this
mad.
fancy technology that we have now, you can blow up. Remember the flip phones? You couldn't open that up. That picture, you be like, dang, it looked like her. Dang, I don't know.
You know,
Right now,
Even if they don't take pictures,
You open
people
that-
around them
you
gonna see
open-
them big
look,
old
you
shoes
open up
and
that-
post them
you
on
open
the
up that-
internet.
good night.
you open it up now, guess what? You go right to her feet. You was like, oh yeah, them is not her shoes.
Yeah, but that's not right. That's not right
Listen,
though.
don't take
It
no,
wasn't right for her to come outside
don't,
like that.
Don't take no pictures.
It wasn't, but in her head, she felt like she was.
She was sweet.
Look,
In her head,
not
they
in
was about
this
to
day-
leave her,
not
and
in
she
this
put
day
on
and
the
age.
wicked shoe. She put on the shoe.
not in this
Did
day
she
and
seen at
age.
the door?
Listen,
See, that was a parenting issue right
So
there.
crazy. She
Because
put
her
on.
ride was
See, they
pulling
been-
off.
they
She
been
put on
telling
the
her about
shoes.
that
And she was
clothes.
trying to have a hot girl summer
By the
in April.
Her mama should be like, girl, don't take your ass outside with that
She don't
shit
live with her
on.
mama. She grown.
Oh,
Raising
these
her-
are grown. These grown,
She a
grown.
Yeah, these are grown people.
And guess what I said? Don't take no pictures.
Well, her kids shouldn't have let her
Period.
ass go out either, because
Well, who parenting who? Nah, that's terrible parenting. Cause your kids
her
parenting
kids
you.
shouldn't let her go out either.
Right, you gotta see.
That's
my mama.
terrible
Gotta see my
parenting
mama
right
looking
there.
crap. You gotta be like, what you got on?
Right, you didn't
Oh,
see
no,
your
no.
mama about to step out like, mama.
Come on back in here. Come on back in here.
Yeah.
I'm about to give you a 411
Or the
real
mamas that
quick.
came up to the school looking crazy.
Ooh, now that's terrible. When your mama come up there with that robe on.
Anybody mama
I can
came
hear
up
my-
to the school
I can hear-
rollers?
I can hear my
No, my
keys
daddy
coming
came up to the
hallway.
school looking like a homeless man before though.
She said look like a home.
He did to embarrass me because I used to get in trouble.
Oh my goodness.
So that was his tactic.
Ooh, your
I've
daddy?
never
My
been the
daddy.
roller mama.
What?
He
We
came
used
up there looking like Jesus' cousin.
I ain't
Oh,
never
my
did
goodness.
Bro
that.
did.
No, I ain't gonna do
He
that.
had grew his hair out real nice.
Oh my god.
That was good though. That was a good
Man,
technique,
he
though.
came up there, yeah. And when he walked in, you know, when you used to be in class and somebody parent get fucked up, they be like, "Who mama is that? Who daddy is
in the
that?"
doorway. They say,
Yeah, standing in the doorway. They like, "Who
Hey.
daddy is that?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't know.
Not mine.
I don't know."
I don't know who that daddy
I don't know
is.
who that is.
We all sitting there
Hey,
cracking.
my daddy.
Then the teacher like, "Christine," they laugh so bad, like, "Girl, you ain't nothing." I'm like, "I don't
Man.
know who daddy that is."
I remember them days. We
We
used
like,
to see all
yeah.
kind of people. Mama come upstairs and in that hallway. She used to have a belt ready. The belt was already out. I'm like,
Ready for y'all.
It's a wrap. Then that's what they call it. It's a wrap.
Whoever got a whooping at school?
Oh no, I ain't.
Oh
got
no, I was a straight A student.
Oh, I wasn't gonna
Nope.
never take it to that limit.
No caps.
No, I ain't never
That's
got no whooping at school.
embarrassing.
I wasn't that
Nah, I
bad.
can't-
My
That's
brother got a
humiliating
whooping at
for
My
school.
a
son was
kid.
tripping, and I came up there and I sat in his class with him for like some days. Like,
Oh, okay. Do the
like
monitor,
that.
do
Yeah,
that
my
monitor
oldest
rent.
brother, he
I
got a
remember
whooping at
somebody
school.
did that in our school too. Back when we was going to Persian, somebody mama. Damn, was it the mama? Damn, that story's so old. Came straight up in there, like how you said, sat in there, didn't say a word. She ain't turn around no more. She just kept. She looked.
Yeah, he was acting like a fool. And I came
Yep.
up
The
there.
teacher had already called and talked
And
to
I
her.
was like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And I just sat down, like, teacher, like, I'm like, "You go
Yeah.
ahead, finish teaching."
Keep that same
And I
energy
sat
you
there,
had.
and I ain't say nothing to nobody but
Yeah.
teacher. Like, go ahead, teach. And I just sat in the class. And then he did his thing, and then I did that for like 2 days.
Scared.
After that, the teacher was like,
That's what you
"Oh,
call
you
it.
straight," because I didn't say nothing to
Yeah.
him because
Scared
he knew what
straight.
that meant.
Yeah.
He knew what that meant for me to have to come up here and sit in this damn class
Yep.
for you to act right. Now let me have to come back up here again and see what kind of action.
See, them
what kind of action
there's some
we
good
got.
techniques though. Now, see, one day Cassie tried to fool me. Her teacher sent a letter home already. She never showed me the letter. She just happened to call me. So she's like, "Yeah, Miss Jeter, yeah, I've been having a lot of problems with Cassie. She ain't been turning in none of her work." I said, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." I said, "You work there tomorrow? I'll be up there tomorrow." So I put the belt in my purse, tucked it. So when I got up, so I said, "Cassie," I said, "So what's going on in school?" "Nothing. Everything's good." I said, "Really?" I was already dressed. I was like, "Let's go." Because your teacher called me already. "She called you?"
Oh, it'd be
Oh, it's too
that.
late now.
Coming to Jesus
Don't talk to
moment.
me now.
You used to whoop Cassie?
Oh, yes. Cassie got it in. Cassie got it in. You better believe it. She's an only child. So guess what? She's heavily influenced by her friends. I took her out of one school because I
Yeah.
thought that was going to be better. Guess what? I put her in George Washington Carver Academy. All of them is from the east side. I said, oh my God. Every time we go somewhere, you know somebody. So they all started
Don't
off
east side us.
at Corville Elementary on Nevada. They went to Cleveland on Conant at, what's that? Oh, that's off of Davidson when we going to work. It's a school that it's not open no more, but it's a real
Yeah.
big school. We all went there, me and my sisters and my family. Cassie knew all the people from there. I said, "Oh, I'm pulling you out of here." Girl, she go over there. She knew them too. I said, "What?" So I had my purse tucked right up under my arm. I said, "Oh, okay, hey, Miss Golden, tell me what's been going on." She's like, "These are all Cassie's assignments. She hasn't given me anything in the last 5 days." I said, "The last 5 days?" I said, "Where are your homework at?" I didn't have time to do it.
Oh, see.
I went right in my purse.
And you embarrassing me for
Oh yeah, you ain't had time.
You didn't have time?
Come here, you got time for this ass whooping.
Nah.
You got time for this.
We about to pop off now, right here. She's like, "Oh, honey, you could just go ahead and take her to the bathroom. Come on, let's go."
Beat down.
Yes, right in the school.
All right, y'all. Yeah, we hope y'all enjoyed this show this week about parenting, and it's just the foundation just got to be there. If you want your kids to have some kind of morals, some kind of values, and they should know the difference between right and wrong. You're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna make bad choices and stuff like that, but when you establish that roots, that deep roots of that foundation of knowing and giving them having them have a good personal relationship with God and things like that, they'll make those better decisions. But like I say, we just wanted to talk about it, getting the beat down, help it out a little bit, So we gonna check out. So we'll say bye from Shani Carlette.
See you.
Nina Ross the boss.
Next week.
And we got Chris in the house.
See y'all.
Alright, I'm Ray the Realist, and we'll see y'all next week. And we out.
Deuces.
7 Mile Radio.
MSD Production.
7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.